Alright. Actually on time today. I actually set up and did all the stuff before the stream even started. And I still start at the normal spot. Alright, the party and crew battle with storm spirits on the high seas, having attracted them with the high volume of adept blood on board. This brings them the fortune of meeting Monroe and Iris, two other passengers who find themselves lacking a final destination. The party agrees to let them come along. No one expects that their journey will get any easier. They reach ground in Isen's Hope, a harbor town. After leaving his ship and preparing his crew to wait for the group, Ford comes along. They set off on a long trek to Chelebon, where the Order of Eternals makes its home. Irving prepares to meet his father. Vesta prepares to petition the Order for aid. And we will destroy the world. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. It's ridiculous that you can still see the ocean. Anyone afraid of heights? Can anyone spot the ship? Hello, old humpback. Now with these eyes, perhaps our young sharpshooter might. Oh yeah, I can see it. Not you, Benji. I guess I just can't compete. Still, it's quite a view, isn't it, Irving? Irving? Vesta's been in there for quite some time. Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. There's a lot to catch up on. And there she is at last. Not a moment too soon. I'm eager to collect my debts and get back on the seas, you know. I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit longer. The council won't be meeting until tomorrow. You live to disappoint me, don't you? Irving, the Grand Vicar, will see you now. Oh, of course. Well, this is it. You've waited your whole life for this. No use in waiting any longer.
Still.
It's just I never thought this day would come. Certainly not like this. I understand. Feels like every day since we left Brookstead, something completely unbelievable has happened. How could you understand, Garrick? You've always known your father.
Hardly.
Still wonder if anyone really knows that man. But regardless, this isn't about me. You're gonna be fine, Irving. Just stand up straight, try to make a good impression, all the usual things. And don't keep him waiting. Go on. Wait, we have red hair again. Why do we have red hair again? Did anyone touch on that? Irving. Hello, Father. Pardon the mess. Vesta's news was troubling, to say the least. Had me turning the place upside down for old records. That's all right. Come here, let me get a good look at you.
Son.
Quite the man you've shaped up to be, Irving. A Sildarin through and through. Hair red as ruby, like your brother's. Though it seems, as Vesta says, you've changed since the incident. In appearance, I mean. I suppose. Do you feel any different? I think so, especially around the aspects. It's sort of like nettle on my skin, as if I can feel the energy inside them. Black night, and it's as I feared. Father, I'm afraid I have worse news still. About Sterling.
Sterling.
Yes, we tried to save him. Marin, Bianca, Lincoln. But the blast. Father, I'm sorry. Sterling, I think somehow I knew. That's possible. Something in Vesta's voice. If I'd only gotten there sooner, I know I could have. No, you mustn't blame yourself, though this news is grave indeed. No doubt this weighs on your heart as much as mine. It does. Even after all this time, it hardly feels real. He was like a father to you. Yes, that's all too understandable. That wasn't my intention, Father. He'd find a way to see the good somehow, wouldn't he? He'd say, "Look, Father, there's one son yet in front of you with plenty to be proud of." And he'd be right. That would have been just like him. Do you think you know what happened? Or who he is, the sorcerer that caused the explosion? The Order has its suspicions. We've been following the disappearance of the aspects for some time. All the more reason I'm thankful you and your friends preserved so many. I'm glad you found us. We didn't really find that. I mean, how many did we find? I'm pretty sure we did not find the amethyst. So, what did we find? I don't think we found a single one. I am too.
Listen.
Look, I know no amount of words can make up for the lost time, but, well, I just want you to understand. It was a true burden for me to be absent from your childhood years and so many of your brothers. I understand. I know that's hardly an apology, son, but, well, an apology is something I can't give. The protection of the aspects has fallen to the most capable members of our family for generations. I did my best to explain that to your mother before we wed. Mother always emphasized the importance of your mission. I think I'm beginning to see that firsthand. Yes, well, I find myself wishing its importance were less and less with each day. How is your mother? Fine, I suppose, though I haven't seen her since I left Brookstead. You know, Irving, I was hoping to spare you the burdens of this life, but it seems destiny's brought you right into the thick of it. I just want to know what it will ask of me. I want to be ready for it, not like I was on the battlefield. Do not hold that day against yourself. That's a burden no heart can bear. No matter how strong you've become, you're still young. You're giving everything you can. Everything I have isn't always going to be enough. I keep giving it because it's all I've ever known, but I can't understand how I'm supposed to keep going. Gods. I have to believe most would have cracked under this much pressure at your age. You've grown into a warrior well before most. Suppose it's in our blood. Son, for what it's worth, I'm proud to be your father. I can hope that my blood had some say in the man you've become. But to do it all alone, you should be proud. Listen, I've arranged quarters for you and your companions in the city. Go and get some rest. We'll have a long day of proceedings tomorrow. Thank you, Father. And Irving, I can't tell you how much it lifts my spirits in these grim days to finally meet you. You truly are the kind of son that would make any father proud. I'm glad of it, Father. See you in the morning. Members of the Third Council and friends of the Order of Eternals, I thank you for gathering here on such short notice.
Listen.
There is much to discuss, so I suggest we begin immediately. One of our own, Vesta of the Fourth Circle, brings disturbing testimony from Etlan. Counselors and friends, just weeks after receiving word from Crooked Spire about the disappearance of the aspects, my temple was attacked by a powerful necromancer. It was attacked by undead. Okay, we don't actually know that it was the necromancer. In all the years that I've kept the temple, I've never seen such magic as this. For this reason, I suspect him to be in possession of at least 2 eternal aspects, possibly more. He was capable of phasing large distances and raising innumerable dead. I was completely overwhelmed. Were it not for the arrival of my new companions, we would likely no longer be in possession of the aspects which I swore to protect with my life. And who are these companions?
Friends.
Friends, both old and new. Once we routed the necromancer, they shared with me that they too had encountered a similar figure in a derelict, noble manor in northern Etland. We never encountered that necromancer at that temple. I'm pretty sure he didn't even, summon the dudes in front of us or anything. There, it seems he was pursuing an heirloom of the Drakenweld family, an aspect that perhaps had slipped through our requisition efforts.
What?
Nonsense. Chancellor, not now. What's more, they informed me that they were themselves aware of several sites thought to contain aspects which were recently looted and were in possession of a handful of aspects. themselves. Okay. It was then that I elected to bring them here for their safety, the protection of their aspects, and those which I kept at the Temple of Fame. What folly. Allow me to summarize. This priestess gets word of missing aspects and feats of sorcery too powerful for one man alone. She then just happens to meet a rogue group of aspect wielders and decides to hand over her trove and lead them directly to us. I believe we have found our culprits, Grand Vicar. Open and shut. We'll remind the good counselor that my son is among this group of rogues she speaks of.
Pardon?
If I might interrupt, my name is Maeve Leverin. I'd address this body on behalf of the Mystic Council. Why are you introducing yourself to people that already know you? We believe these events may be connected to the disappearance of the prodigy. He has eluded our observation now for quite some time. The prodigy? A talented student from Cosmere University with an unprecedented propensity for magic. Perhaps he is capable of such sorcery. What troublesome expellee from Cosmere? Or that troublesome expellee from Cosmere? What would he want with the aspects? I doubt he read enough to ever learn of them.
Enough!
Enough, counselor. You will hold your tongue while testimony is given. Vesta, do you trust these companions of yours? Yes, Grand Vicar. I trust them with my life. They have preserved it on more than one occasion, and at great risk to their own lives. And you believe they are sincere in their account? Entirely. Well, one thing is clear. Whoever is collecting these aspects has sinister intentions and must be apprehended before they can inflict further damage. Do we have any evidence that they have sinister intentions? Because, I don't think we have any evidence of that. And we are to believe these ones had no hand in this mischief based on the testimony of one priestess. Vesta is an esteemed ranking member of the Fourth Circle and entitled to every honor therein. But no, our fate will not rest on her testimony alone. Her word is true, then the quest I will give will surely empower them to find and defeat the threat we face. But if her word is false, this quest will destroy them. Speak of the trial of the soul, sir. Yes. Temple of Koli Sumash has been lost for millennia. Must admit I'm surprised, sir. Even the Archmystic does not know of its location. Nor do I, but I do know where this knowledge resides. Vesta, you will take your companions to the ruins of the Temple of Erlik in the Towering Weald. There you will find a compass of sorts. It will guide you to the Temple of Koli Sumash. If you then pass the soul trial, you need not return here. You will discover all that we can offer you in your quest to find and defeat this menace, though your triumph against him I cannot guarantee. What should we expect to find in the ruins? Resistance. Acquiring the compass was not intended to be easy, and you should proceed through the Towering Weald with care. One of my scribes will provide you with our most recent chartings of the forest, but the Sylvan tribes that inhabit it are as nomadic as they are lethal. No telling where they'll crop up one day to the next. I would also like to join them. Sir, if I might. The Mystic Council is quite concerned about these incidents. I was just about to suggest something of the like. To part with them, I will write your superiors in the morning. Will you take your warden with you? She will. Well, it seems we are decided then. If that's the case, I'd consider us adjourned. Indeed, and Vesta, I cannot make this warning to you and your companions too strongly. The device you seek in the ruins is of great power, and may be of great use to you, but it is quite dangerous. Trust it no more than you would a snake in a wicker basket.
As you will.
As you will, sir.
Son.
Good. Son, I give you and your friends my blessing. Go and make your preparations quickly. Time is not on our side. What a strange conversation. Oh, you have... Oh, never mind. I was like, you have 2 range. Holy cow. diplomatic immunity. Defeating. Defeating an enemy grants 30% dodge for a turn. That does not sound great. Not sound great at all. I think Homeboy Slice is an archer. I don't think the Drifter's really working out for me all too much. It's a little squish. The Strider seems interesting, but I bet you it's very squish. And granted, 30% dodge for defeating an enemy. Like, I can see that working out. But I think I'm good on frontliners. Especially squishy frontliners. Well, I think I'm gonna go with an archer for you. Thay Linnell. You're an adept. Can't take more than 30% of max HP in one hit. Okay. It's kind of interesting. I made Home Chick Slice a Surge, and she was disappointing. Meanwhile, I made Homeboy Slice a Blaze. He was great. Oh. That's how I do that. Great. I'm gonna go with a Blaze for this guy. Shop. Let's buy two of those. And two of those. One of those. Right. Kills grant 2% power till the end of chapter. Meh. If doubling, second attack deals 25 increased damage. What does that even mean? I just don't know. Alrighty then. Arima, I hope you don't leave my party because you are kicking booty. Give you a molten globe. Go ahead and upgrade this war pick of yours. Let's see. I don't think I necessarily care about crit. Leveling up this green one, focus, was actually a really bad idea. Should have done that. Well, I guess it was only tier 1 tokens. Not that big of a deal. We need one more for you. I think Sloan has been doing a pretty good job. Could be better, of course, but, you know, doing pretty solid. Let's see, I've dropped Sia. Caius is on the squad. Give you the war bow. I feel like she's only ever going to use the Gladius. Just gonna do that. We have 2 level 3s. Go ahead and bump you up. 15 weight. My goodness. Get one of those. Load. There you go. Save. In Chelibons, Irving meets his father, Alistair. A council meeting is called, and many come to discuss how to handle the current danger. Among them is Maeve, a half-elven inquisitor from the Mystic Council of the Expanse. She is joined by Thay Linnell, one of the Exiled, a reclusive group of sun elves from the far north. Maeve has been tasked with joining the expedition by the council, and as her warden, Thay Linnell must join as well. They seek the trial of the soul and must head to the Towering Weald to find that which will bring them to it. Though they sought to avoid the wandering Sylvan tribes in the Weald, they find no such luck. How are you feeling about this, Brooke? It seems too quiet to me. Pretty sure we want it to be quiet, Caius.
Hold on.
There's a stream and plenty of foraging. We should be hearing animal sounds. This forest has been loud our entire trip, teeming with life. Now I can't hear a thing. Elena can't hear anything. I think you're right to worry. What was it that Maeve said about the Sylvans yesterday? You don't hear them until they want you to. Marin, watch out.
It is sacred ground.
What are you doing in the sacred woods? We are simply passing through.
Trespasser!
There is no simply passing through the land of our gods. You are desecrating their memory.
You can't be serious.
Hold on, the map's placed your consecrated land a week's journey west. How are we standing on it now? They take the remains with them. The consecrated land is simply where they are. Great. Go ahead and make it so easy for us to avoid offending your sensibilities. Let me guess, the punishment for such crimes is death. Did he just Where'd that guy come from? Clumsy foreigners. They already raised the alarm, making my task here an impossibility. We need to run now. Black Abyss, who are you?
Infuriating.
My name is Ren, though it will be of little import if we find ourselves strung from the trees as warning for future trespassers. And it clearly doesn't seem very efficient with how much they move around. Not now, Brooke. Ren, how do we get out of here? The only clear path away is north, through the shallows. If we ran south, they would pick us off one by one. North it is. Everyone, we need to get going, and fast. He did not look like just a regular rogue to me. I thought he was something new. Mastery further increases armor penetration. Speed increases armor penetration. Nope. I think I'm gonna go with Thief here. Don't think I'm gonna use this guy. Maybe I will. Kinda seems like they want him to be a duelist. But I like the double armor penetration. I'm gonna make him a Thief.